Hey, what's up guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you week 5 for NCP Wi-Fi Season 4, and this week we are facing off against ultraplayer. He's one of my favorite Draft League content creators. I like the stuff he puts out, and make sure you go check out his Twitch and his YouTube channels. He does really cool work there. So before we get into this battle, make sure you guys like the video if you like this content. Consider giving a subscription. I definitely appreciate it. We are gaining a little bit more traction lately, so if you can continue that growth, I would definitely appreciate it. So yeah, last week, you could say that I played a game against D-Ray, or you could say that the Pokemon game didn't want me to have fun while playing that game. Like, it was almost impossible for me to win that game with all the hacks that happened. That was maybe one of the hackiest games I ever had. Definitely in my Wi-Fi career, maybe even my all-time Draft League career, at least in the top 3. So that was very unfortunate, and I felt like I still had decent chances to win the game even at the very end if I didn't get the special attack drop with Moonblast, but is what it is. We just got to keep trucking. We're in second place out of 16 teams at this point after the 4-0 loss, so I will definitely take that. Vepsis is actually number 1, who I won 6-0, so the fact that he's able to get the first place is pretty impressive. There's no undefeated teams at this point in the season after 4 weeks, so there's 6 teams that are 3-1. So if I lose this game, I'm definitely in like a questionable position to make playoffs. Now, I feel like the second half of the schedule should be a little bit easier for me, honestly, than the first half, but we will see. So Ultra's team is very scary, maybe the scariest team, probably the scariest team I've faced so far this season, because he has 2 mons I don't really handle that reliably on the team, which are Dracovish and Snorlax. He also has Incineroar, which is not as starting as the next 2, but I think is almost guaranteed to come. Zapdos, Jirachi, 100% coming. And then the rest of his team is Frostlass, Nidoqueen, Throw, Comfey, Tangrowth, and Hippopotas. And those 6, probably in order of what I expect them to, whether to come or not. Dracovish, like, I have a Water Absorb Mon and Mantine, so I could take Fish's Rend, but it's pretty tough for me otherwise to take that move. I need, like, I want to bring defensive walls that can take 2 Scarfish and Rends, and it's going to be pretty tough. Like, Necrozma can't do that, Porygon 2 can't do that, Clefairy can't do that. Kira can do it. Roselia is questionable bring this week. And Snorlax, I don't have a fighting type, so fighting types are going to be, without having a fighting type, normal types are pretty problematic for me, especially because Snorlax is also a very good Dragapult answer. So it's going to be pretty tough for me to break it down. I do have like Melmetal that can handle Snorlax pretty well, and outside of that, maybe like a Sword Stance Landorus or a Bulk Up Cinderace, it's going to be pretty hard for me to take down Snorlax, especially if it's like a rest set, and I can't wear down my Toxic, and it could be immunity, so I might not be able to use Toxic on it anyway. Incineroar, not as threatening as some of the mons, but it's going to definitely be broad. I feel like it's a pretty decent Dragapult answer and Melmetal answer in one Pokemon. Also handles Necrozma, can knock off Eviolite from Porygon 2 and Clefairy, because I don't have a great knockoff answer on this team. So Incineroar is going to come. Zapdos could either be defensive to take on Melmetal, because outside of Zapdos, he doesn't have the greatest Melmetal answers. Like, Jirachi could be it, but Earthquake or Darkest Lair is going to do a lot. Same with Incineroar, Earthquake's going to do a lot to that mon as well. So Zapdos could be defensive, could be offensive as well. And it's kind of tough for me to handle like an offensive Zapdos plus an offensive Dracovish, because they're going to be hitting on opposite sides of the spectrum. Jirachi just can do anything. It's pretty tough for me to predict what it's going to do. Could be Choice Scarf, could be Rocks, could be Special Defensive Wish set. So not sure in that slot, but going to be tough for me to handle, especially with the team that I brought. And then between the last 6, I think those 5 are 100% brings. Frostlass could come for spikes and something that's just fairly fast, maybe even a Scarfer to a Revenge Dragapult, because the Scarfers on the team probably would just beat Jirachi, maybe Dracovish, but Dracovish has the problem that it doesn't outspeed max speed Dragapult, and he knows that, so I don't know if he's going to be bringing Scarf Dracovish because of that reason. And then he could bring like Priority Comfey to take on Dragapult, but that's not going to be doing a lot of damage, but it should do enough to Revenge Kill, but I don't think Comfey's coming. Nidoqueen, decent just because it could have Toxic Spikes. Not really sure what it does otherwise, just being generally bulky. I guess it handles Melmetal as well. Throw, I think, has a decent chance to come. Could be special defensive to take on Dragapult, plus threaten Melmetal out. Comfy, really only there for the Dragapult. Melmetal, Cinderace, Necrozma, Porygon 2, Clefairy, Landorus all sent in front of it. Maybe handles the Kyurem somewhat as well. Tangrowth, I feel like it's a pretty tough bring. I don't know if it's a great answer for Melmetal, especially if like I'm a faster Melmetal into a KO with a double Iron Bash. I feel like a lot of my team pressures them on, so I don't know if it's a great bring against me. Hippopotas, I don't really see Sandrush, Dracovish being the bring this week. I mean, there is a reason to bring it would be to add speed my Dragapult. But outside of that, I feel like you want the additional damage output from Strongjaw. But we will see. If Hippopotas comes, then that's basically like a 5-on-6, and Sand's only going to be up for so long in the game. So the two mons I feel like were 100% brings on my end, where Dragapult just does so well and outspeeds to Dracovish, so I definitely want to bring that. And Mantine also is Water Absorbs to handles the Dracovish. So in general, I want a team that either can outspeed Dracovish and like basically kill it or do a significant chunk, or to be able to take 2 Scarfish's runs, which is tough, but we'll see if I could do it with the team that I brought. So the first Pokemon I have is Pete the Dragapult, with Dragon Darts, Disable, Sub, and Dragon Dance. So interesting set here. Abilities Clear Bodied to prevent Intimidate from Incineroar over like Curse Body, because Curse Body doesn't work with Substitute, but the idea behind this is the Sub to prevent status from the team, and like Zapdos doesn't break the Sub if he's defensive, unless if it's like defensive with Hurricane, but there's a chance to miss, and I could disable that. But like Thunderbolt won't be breaking my Sub even with the minimum bulk that I have. And then I could set up Dragon Dances, so I don't hit the Comfy. Again, I was saying before, I don't think it comes, and I have a lot of ways to deal with Comfy. Jirachi, it doesn't do a lot to Jirachi, but honestly, if I get like +1 and it's like an offensive Jirachi, I'll be doing decent damage with Dragon Darts. I might be able to one-on-one it, and if I know it's Scarf, then I could disable the following turn. So it's a little bit sus for Jirachi to be the answer. And then I assume mainly the disable is there for Snorlax, because I assume it's only going to have like maybe 1 move to touch me. So if I could disable that move and then Snorlax can't do anything against me, I could sub it and get Dragon Dances up. And then the speed is out there to add speed to Dracovish and like a Scarf Nidoqueen if he does decide to bring it. The other mon I said it was a pretty close to a must bring was the Mantine. Physically defensive, this takes 2 outrages from Scarf Dracovish. Don't take bandit hits, and I need all this investment to take 2 Scarf outrages, which is just crazy, but is what it is. A little bit of speed creep just in case you're like the Incineroar, and maybe flinch it down with air slashes. Really wanted to put Scald on this. Maybe I'll change it looking back on it, but not being able to hit Jirachi is a little bit annoying, but I don't know if I stay in on Jirachi anyway, because having electric covers just seems so obvious, because Mantine is the mon in the way for Dracovish just clicking fishes around and getting a kill every time it comes in. So we'll see about this, but I feel like I need a defog on the team in case it was like Toxic Spikes Nidoqueen, because I don't want to put hazard removal on the other mons on my team. Next Pokemon I have is Landorus, Expert Belt, Sand Force. So if he does bring the Hippopotas, my Earth Power is going to be doing significantly more damage, which is definitely clutch. But this is max speed. This will outspeed the Zapdos and the Jirachi. I don't believe I kill with Earth Power to Jirachi, but I do like upwards of 90% plus. So it could be a roll to kill, depending on how bulky he is. So that is definitely alright. And then Sludge Bomb is there to hit the Tangrowth plus the Comfy. So the coverage between Earth Power and Sludge Bomb hits this team pretty decently, except for the Zapdos and the Snorlax. For Zapdos, Sludge Bomb does like 30-ish%, and if I get a Poison, that'll just be, he'll just have to continuously roost on me, which actually would be kind of cool if I was like no speed and in Earth Power to force that situation, but I'd rather outspeed non-Scarf Jirachi, or at least find out if he is Scarf Jirachi. And then Superpower is there to hit the Snorlax for pretty significant damage. I will to a KO it, unless he's a lot of physical defense bulk. And Snorlax is pretty annoying for my team, so I will definitely take it. Was debating me with Stone Edge in the last slot, but I feel like Stealth Rocks and just getting General Chip throughout this game will definitely be clutch. Next Pokemon I have is Deez the Melmetal. Toxic, Double Iron Bash, Protect, and Earthquake. This will take 2 Fish's Wrens from Dracovish, and I don't have to click Protect against it, which is definitely nice. And if, say, Dracovish, like, locks an outrage, predicting my Mantine to come in, then I could switch to my Melmetal, and if Dracovish gets a 3-turn outrage, then I can go for Earthquake and do pretty decent chunk to it, or Toxic and eventually put it on a timer and, like, guarantee that I'll be able to kill the Dracovish eventually. The Toxic's also nice to hit the Zapdos. Double Iron Bash can potentially flinch a Snorlax, so I could beat that 1v1. Earthquake is there in case like a Zapdos wants to roost, and also I 2 KO basically any form of Jirachi. I think if it's physically defensive, it takes 2, but I doubt physical defensive Jirachi comes this game. Next Pokemon I have is Maradona, the Cinderace. Choice Banded Pyro Ball. Like, this wrecks his team. Like, Dracovish takes like 25% from Pyro Ball, and obviously gets 2-shot by High Jump Kick, and then if I U-turn on Dracovish, and I just gain a lot more momentum, so I would definitely take that exchange. What else takes hits? Incineroar, like, basically gets 3 KO'd, and if I could weaken Incineroar so that way my Dragapult can kill it to Dragon Darts, I will definitely take that exchange. Doesn't want to switch in a High Jump Kick either, obviously. Same with Snorlax. Snorlax takes level over like about a third from Pyro Ball, even if it sticks that, and then obviously doesn't want to switch into a High Jump Kick. I believe I killed, and is close to killing after a +1 defense boost, if he's like a curse set. So yeah, Choice Bone and Cinderace is like a really, really nice breaker for this team. So I'm probably gonna lead with this if he's gonna lead with Jirachi or Nidoqueen and just get on the offensive pressure early on. I should kill the Jirachi with Pyro Ball. Nidoqueen is just outside of a role for me to kill with Pyro Ball. I'd probably just U-turn on that and go into my last bomb, which is the Necrozma. So the last Pokemon I have is Necrozma, special defensive. I wanted something to take on the Zapdos pretty reliably, so I have this. Moonlight, Photon Geyser, Toxic, Earth Power. Earth Power is there to hit the Jirachi and the Nidoqueen. Toxic, so that way he won't be able to PP stall out my Photon Geyser with Zapdos, because Zapdos pressure is a little bit annoying for like Pyro Ball, Cinderace, even though I do kill, even if it's physically defensive Zapdos, I Twig KO with Pyro Ball, which is really cool. And double Iron Bash, so there is a reason that Zapdos could run pressure over static, but I do want to watch out for static Zapdos, like with my Maradona, so I do have to consider that. But Moonlight for longevity. I live 1 Vicious Wren from Jolly Dracovish, but not Adamant, so this just shows how much damage a Dracovish does. But yeah, this is my team. Not the most confident in it, but I think it could get the job done. So let's get right into this game. Alright, here we are for the battle against ultraplayer. So I'd be extremely surprised he didn't bring Dracovish, Snorlax, Incineroar, Zapdos, or Jirachi. If any of those 5 don't come, I feel a lot more confident in this matchup. Dragapult, I feel like can go in if, say, he only has a Jirachi, not a Comfey or even like a Tangrowth. It goes in. Even like no bulk Jirachi, I do like 25% or so with Dragon Darts. So it's not like I'm doing no damage to it. But yeah, Dragapult, kind of like the win condition. Cinderace really breaks his team hard. Landorus does as well in a different fashion, but it's a little bit easier to be a little bit more reckless with the Landers. I feel like I really need Cinderace healthy to win this game. Necrozma, honestly, it might be borderline dead weight. It's just there to check some mons. It's probably not going to beat some mons one-on-one, but it's going to at least switch in and deal enough damage where something else my team can revenge kill. But yeah, we'll get right into this game. Alright, so I almost realized I wasn't recording there, so that's great, but at least we are into the battle right now, or about to be in it, so I like that he brought the Toxic that I expected. Not the greatest, but it's something I can manage for sure. I think Dragapult can win. It has a lot easier of a route to accomplish that because there's no Comfey or Tangrowth. The lead is going to be Cinderace just because it's only Rocker is the Jirachi, so if I can kill that turn 1, that would be great. And if worst, I get chip on something. U-turn might be a suspicious play because the Zapdos could be static. And if I get staticked on my Cinderace, it's significantly less useful. So something I just got to watch out for. But good luck, have fun, Ultra. This should be a good one for sure. Dracovish, Incineroar. Okay. He does have a Frost Last, so I can't... He probably just wants to stay in and knock off turn 1. The Cinderace kill Incineroar. If it's special defensive, it doesn't. So I'm staying in and gonna click the U-turn. Not really concerned of a Scarf Incineroar or something. I don't even think it would outspeed me anyway, just because I have a decent amount of speed on this. And I can gauge if it's more of a physical defensive or special defensive spread to take on Dragapult or to take on like this mon here, or like Melmetal even. It could also be Rocky Helmet, I suppose, but if I get rocks up, that sets me up a lot better. My switch in and on is not the greatest. I guess I go into Landorus here. Let's see. That does like 17%. That is not much damage. That looks like max physical defensive. Incineroar. Landorus is not as great in this game, I feel like. It's still good, obviously, but yeah, it's a max defensive Incineroar, so that's good to know. So I probably will be taking decent damage, but it goes for Parting Shot. Okay, that's fine. This is in range where I would kill in the future, so that's definitely clutch information to know. I can see if my Dragapult kills with 2 Dragon Darts. It does 67% min, so it doesn't look like it. The Incineroar is at like 80%, 82%, we'll call it. So not in range of 2 Dragon Darts, unless if I get a crit or a high roll. And I think they'd have to be pretty high rolls anyway. Let's see what he's bringing in. Dracovish. The Zapdos comes out pretty obviously, but I think I don't care. Because I have an answer into my Necrozma. Probably goes for a Toxic on that play, but I'm okay with that. We'll see if he predicts goes for the Outrage. I'm not EV'd to live 2 Stone Edges, so that's something to know. And Rock Slide could also obviously flinch. Let's see, Dracovish. Level 50, he knows the Mantine's coming out, goes for the Stone Edge. 191 to 79. Let me get my calculator out. Does 120 damage, his Life Orb. Stone Edge. 120, Adamant. Could it be Jolly? Could be Jolly. Jolly or Adamant. Dracovish. Fish's Run could come out here. I don't think Outrage comes out. It's definitely a tough play. Life Orb is a cool set. Am I that worried about this set, though? How much is Earth Power doing? Lander's Earth Power, it definitely doesn't do enough damage. Stone Edge could come out. Outrage could come out here. I don't think Fish's Run comes out. Risky. I'm going to go in my Dragapult. I don't think he goes for an Outrage or anything here. Stone Edge is doing a lot, so maybe this wasn't a great play. Okay. Definitely chipped, so I'm okay with this. I think I just go for the Dragon Darts here. Incineroar's coming out, don't really care either. I probably could have doubled. I could have been a little bit more aggressive there. Let's see. Now it's at 45%. Dark move could come out here, knock off. That wouldn't kill my Mantine. Mantine is not as useful because the Dracovish is not scarfed. And it's weakened, so I will definitely take that. Goes for knockoff. 79, so 60 damage. I have a little bit of speed on this. And I think I just go for the Scald here. If I get a burn on the Dracovish, I will 100% take it. But I don't think you would sacrifice this either. No, you do. And I just kill. Alright, I'll take that. So Mantine kills. Incineroar. So my Dragapult should be a little bit better at this point. Landers is looking not as useful because that was one thing that the Landers did was to handle the Incineroar. So it's not doing a lot this game. I mean, it outspeeds Dracovish, which is definitely a plus at this point. Could definitely spike here. Do I care about saving this? I don't think so. I think I'll Roost. Could miss. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, man. Unfortunate play by Ultra there. Ooh, that was not what he wanted. I think I Roost up again. Do I care if Dracovish comes in? No, I don't care, because I could PP stall it. Zapdos coming in would be unfortunate. But that's fine. I'd rather be a full HP. Physical Frostlass. My Necrozma will take 2 hits unless if it's Life Orb. Necrozma in with Zapdos. Level 50. Let's see, based on the damage. Of Hurricane, yep. And hits. 203 minus 118. $85 damage, so it looks like it's a lot of investment. Could it be modest? It could be modest. So I just Moonlight here. And I can gauge from this damage. Yeah, it should be modest. Modest Zapdos. We'll see if the Snorlax comes in. Jirachi comes out. Okay. Could go for a Toxic here. Could get rocks up. Could try to flinch me, I suppose. I want to stay in an Earth Power just to gauge how much damage I'm doing. Jirachi. Level 50. If it's not a HP invested, it does 50. Okay. That's a lot of investment there, so 35%. So like close to max Spit Def Jirachi. I think I'm fine Earth Powering again. That looks like it's not enraged or I'll be able to kill. I think I can go into, I can go into my Melmetal here. Dracovish could come out, but I live a hit. Earthquake should be to a KOing. Because it's more, it looks like it's a special defensive Drachi. Let's see if he makes a Dracovish play. He makes a Dracovish play. Like Life Orb, Earthquake. Fish's Rend's gonna do more anyway. Okay, he makes the play. But I'm okay with this. Because I can get a Toxic. And should be able to somewhat stall this out. Do we disconnect? What's happening here? Okay, good. Toxic. Yeah, that was weird that it went so slow there. Does a decent amount of damage. And get a Toxic off, which is nice. Wish Jirachi's gonna be annoying. Stealth Rock, Wish, maybe not Protect. I feel like you have to have something for Melmetal, but maybe not. So I'm gonna Protect up and get a little bit healthier. The Zapdos could come in, don't really care. I'll be getting chip on this Dracovish, so I'm okay with that. Okay, predicts the Mantine to come in, which should live one hit. Stone Edge. Yeah, I live this hit. I'm going to Mantine here. If he's going to stay in and Stone Edge me twice, and this Dracovish is about dead, so I'm okay with that exchange. And maybe I'll be able to get a defog off. Fish's Run. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stay in and defog. Rest. Okay, that's cool. Rest, Sleep Talk, Stone Edge, Fish's Rend. I mean, I get stalled out of PP for Stone Edge. I will Scald here, just in case he goes into, like, the Jirachi or something. Let's see. So, I gotta count Sleep Talks. So, Sleep Talk counter is at 1. Does nothing. I Roost here in case he gets a Sleep Talk Stone Edge. And I believe he's used at least 2 Stone Edges. 2 or 3. I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to Roost up. See if he goes for Stone Edge. He does. Crit's a possibility, a miss is also a possibility. So he's at either 3 or 4 Stone Edges. This, I think in general, is a winning battle for me. He could obviously miss, and he could also crit. So now he's at 4 or 5 Stone Edges used. The Jirachi can come out pretty much whenever. I don't know if I necessarily care about that either. Let's see, that's a crit. Oh, but I live. Nice, nice, nice. So he's at 5 or 6. Stone Edge is used. Does my do I risk it? Does my mill metal? No, I don't think I risk it here. I stay it and let this kill me off. Okay, so he kills me. He's used 6 or 7. Dracovish kills the Dracovish counter, so I'm sure he's happy with that. Yeah, I go into my my Dragapult here. And I click Dragon Dart. This looks like it's going to be pretty threatening for him to deal with. Depending on what coverage the Jirachi has, of course. Could also be Scarfed Frostlass. I was saying that before in the team builder. The Scarfed Frostlass seemed like it made a lot of sense. I didn't write down what the Zapdos was. I'm pretty sure it was Static Zapdos. Static Zapdos with a question mark. Frostlass comes out? Oh, great. If I can kill this. I don't think I do. 30%. Alright, so I did 70% with this set. Frostlass. Level 50, so it has a little bit of bulk. I go into my my what you call Melmetal here. I shard? Okay. 127 down to 114. 13 damage. Hmm. 13 damage? It could be banded, actually. It could be banded with that damage output. So I think I want to throw off a Toxic here. I'm pretty sure that's banded damage, believe it or not. I mean, I just Earthquake and kill. I mean, he could protect here, and worse, gets a wish off into the Dracovish. Maybe a healing wish? But yeah, I'm definitely okay with going for an Earthquake and killing this. I kill, yes. Okay, so Jirachi is down. I'm liking the position that I'm in right now. Yes, Dracovish comes out at full, assumingly, and that's what he goes into here. My Dragapult always comes in and revenges, and he has a pretty tough time beating it. Getting rocks up would be nice, though. Maybe I protect there. It probably was the play to protect. I should live this hit. And I get a Toxic off. I probably have to sack another Mon, honestly. I don't think I want to sack the Zapdos off. The Landers doesn't look that great at this point. But I'm definitely going to at least protect here. And from there I can figure out what I want to switch into. I also have my Cinderace that's also looks like it does super well. The problem is being that the Frostlass is still alive. And the Snorlax is still alive. So I feel like I need to preserve this for the Snorlax, just to make sure. Yeah, do I sack off? It's either sacking off the Landers or sacking off the Necrozma at this point. I think I'm gonna sack off. I want more mons that can damage the Snorlax. And if I can get rocks up, that would be great. So yeah, I'm gonna sack off the Necrozma here. Could go for a rest, I suppose. And then I could do a decent damage afterwards. Honestly, I think I sub here. Maybe he sacks us off. I think you do sack this off, actually. So maybe I should have Dragon Darted there and keep my health. Oh, he does switch. Perfect. Snorlax. Okay. Dragapult. Snorlax. I wanted Dragon Darts to gauge how bulky this is. If I'm doing like over 40%, then it's not physical defensive invested. That's like 15%. That's like 30%. So very physically defensive. High jump kick could come out, and I would kill, but I can't go for that. I have to U-turn. Ooh, I like that damage. 35% or so. Borderline unsure if I would kill with Dragon Dart. Earthquake, perfect. Is either do I Sludge Bomb or do I Rocks here? I think I Sludge Bomb to make sure I deal damage to the Zapdos. And I would also put this in range of my Dragapult definitely killing. It was like a middle ground play. Alright, I get a Toxic off. I'm fine with that. Body Slam. No para. I think I Rocks here. So that way the Frostlass can only switch in once. And I think I'm in decent position. Triple Axle is a threat I do have to consider. But Landorus dies, but the Snorlax is taken down with me. Yeah, Dragapult still seems like in pretty decent position to win this game. Yeah, I think I go into Dragapult here. It is modest Zapdos. Sally. Let's see. This is going to be close. It's not defensive. I 2 a KO. I think I stay in and sub-disable. Tailwind. Okay. That's interesting. Triple Axle is going to be a threat. This is tough. Thunderbolt should not be killing me on the following turn. So I think I disable here. And he misses. Perfect. No hurricane for you. Thunderbolt will still break the sub. And I should add speed I should add speed if I'm at +1. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance here. Ooh, Volt Switch, this might not break the sub. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I think we win this. Man, this is gonna be close. If I had Dragon Dart there, I won the game. And Tailwind is still there. Frostlass. Choice Banded. Triple Axle to my Cinderace. Should not be doing that much. And I think he outspeeds me. Ice Shard. Okay, not Triple Axle. Interesting. My Pyro Ball here. I miss. That's unfortunate. Maybe I don't want to get this weakened. This is tough. This is gonna come right down to the wire. I miss again. This actually might be good because it'll put me in range of it'll put me in Blaze range. So that actually might have been unfortunate that I missed too. 51, yeah, that puts me in Blaze. Dracovish. I'm in Blaze, so I'm doing 35 to 40%. Zapdos. Level 50. I kill with Pyro Ball. I mean, granted that I hit. I think Dracovish is coming out here. Yeah, maybe those 2 Pyro Ball misses actually helped me out. Maybe I should have U-turned there. Yeah, that'd be pretty unfortunate otherwise. Because Tailwind would also add speed. Alright, so I have to sack off the Yeah, I sack off the, oh, my time is pretty low. I sack off this mill metal here. Does he make the play into Zapdos? That'd be a really good play if he did. But I can protect stall. Okay. Let me see if my Cinderace kills Dracovish. Max HP is like at 30%. That's close. I Dragon Darts here. Yeah, if he brings in the Zapdos, then I should be fine. I don't know how much bulk the Zapdos has is the problem. Yeah, this is gonna come down to the wire. Alright, so I get this kill here. It's just whether, what am I doing at this point? So Zapdos Tailwinds. But I think his only way to break my sub is Hurricane. So I think I might be in the clear. I mean, I think it's also granted on me hitting a Pyro Ball, potentially. Dragon Darts has a chance to 2-hit KO. But I know he's modest. Hurricane. And that'll kill me from my range. Yeah, so I am subbing here. This is going to be close. Tailwind comes up. Let's see, like 252. I outspeed if he's modest. So I think I Dragon Dance here. I should outspeed. Goes for Hurricane. Volt Switch shouldn't break my sub. But I think I go for the disable anyway. So disable the Hurricane. I believe that's how it works. He shouldn't be able to go for it on this turn. Nice, perfect. Yeah, I think I win this game. But man, that was close. That was very close. I should have enough time to win this game. I'm not too worried about that. Because I don't believe Volt Switch breaks the sub and I kill with 2 Dragon Darts. It might break the sub. Unless you got a low roll. Oh, we did. Okay, so that makes it interesting now. Tailwind peters out. No, I win this game. I mean, unless if I miss a Pyro Ball. That is definitely a way I lose this game. Let's see. I don't kill. Volt Switch. This might not kill. Okay, he does get the kill. Yeah, this is gonna be a Cinderace. U-turn. U-turn should kill, actually. I don't think I have to risk the miss. He's at 5, 10, like 12%. Yeah, U-turn kills. 16 seconds left. Good game, ultraplayer. Man, that was close. Put up a very good fight there, and I knew this was a rough matchup for me, so I'm very happy that I got this win, and I'm not that upset that it was only a 1-0, but man, that was a very exciting, very close game. Dracovish, that was very cool. Life Orb, Stone Edge, plus Fish's Wren. That definitely made a lot of sense against my team. But Dragapult is broken too good. I don't think he expected a sub-disabled mono-attacking dragon set when he has a Jirachi and a Comfy. And a Tangrowth even. But yeah, good game, Ultra. Man, that was an exciting one. Definitely was able to play this game as opposed to last week's. But yeah, now we're in 4-1. Very good position to make playoffs. But yeah, I'm going to just keep trucking at this season. Make sure you go check out Ultraplayer's channel, both his Twitch channel and his YouTube. It'll be in the links below. But yeah, until next time, later guys.